What's up, you guys? Zoeb here from OneGlanceTrader.com, and in this video I'm going to walk you through step by step of me investing $1,000 of my very own money into a brand new eToro trading account. Now this is very different to the usual type of content I produce on this channel, but I really hope you guys find this beneficial and useful into the world of eToro and social copy trading. So what is eToro and social copy trading? So eToro is another broker platform like, an Oanda, an IG Index, and MyFX Markets. And the way that they differentiate themselves from other brokers is that they offer a service where you can copy other traders that utilize the platform. So with a few clicks, you can invest $200 or $1 million into one or as many traders as you want and copy their trades that they are producing. And you can see all their stats from their return, their risk rating, what they're investing in, all that kind of good stuff. And what we're going to do in this particular video and in this journey is that we are going to pick 5 traders and invest $200 real money into these traders and watch to see what happens with this account. Now I'm shooting this video on the 18th of November, so I'm not 100% sure when I'll be releasing this video, probably be in December time, but you can click the link below and find out at any time when this video gets released to find out how my portfolio is doing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go behind the scenes into my live eToro account. It's a brand new account, and I will walk you guys through the platform, how it's used, my thought process and analysis of how I pick the traders that I want to start copying, and then I'm going to actually copy these traders in this video and build this $1,000 portfolio. And then, like I said, you can find out at any time, whenever you want, how this portfolio is doing by clicking the link inside the description. And if you really wanted to, you could copy my trades if you really want, and that's the power of this kind of thing. So I'll be doing no trading, I'll be doing no active trades or anything like that. I will just be copying traders, and hopefully if this account grows, I'll put more money into it, and hopefully show you guys the journey and do a video a month or something like that of my eToro journey. So I really hope that you guys stay tuned for this and watch behind the scenes. So let me log in now and I will show you the back end platform. We are now live behind the scenes in my real eToro account, and as you can see from the below, I have just deposited $1,000 into this account, and this is a brand new account. There is no open trades or no history of trades, and what I wanted to do is walk you guys through the copy section of the eToro platform and the search capabilities of finding potential traders that we can use to invest in. I will also go through in terms of what decision tools are available to us to help us identify the right traders to invest in to suit your kind of trading profile. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this $1,000 and we're going to divide it into $200 increments and invest into 5 different traders. So we're trying to diversify our portfolio as best as we can. And what I will do is every couple of weeks, I will give you guys an update on how the portfolio is going on. And based on the progression of this portfolio is every single month, what I'll do is I'll invest another $200 and either find a new potential investor or trader to invest in, or I will add more money into investors that we've already got capital inside if they are performing. So we'll see how this goes. Again, this is brand new to me, so we're going to do this together. So let's get right into it. So when you go onto the eToro platform, obviously you'll have a watch list and all this kind of good stuff. But where you want to go is in the Discover section. We want to copy people. So we are not placing any trades ourselves in the market. We are investing in an individual who will then go and do their analysis or whatever they do behind the scenes to make their kind of entries and their trade management. And what it will do is the amount we dedicate, it will take the similar portion size of that person's account to place the trade on our account as well. So when you hit the copy section, you've got a number of individuals that are kind of featured, but the bit that I suggest going to is this filter section. So what you can do here is you can filter on the time period in terms of how long that they've been on the eToro platform and they have trading history. So we'll keep it very simple that, we want to look at people that have a trading history for the last 12 months, that their trader status is verified. I'm guessing each investor has to go through some verification process in terms of documentation, all that good stuff. So my suggestion is to click that as verified. Country, again, I'm not really that fussed about country from my perspective, but if you've got a preference in terms of which countries you want to favor, you can do that. Name and picture, just selected the default profile picture, and again, these are now really the social signals that you can do, and all this stuff is around the kind of number of copiers that they've got, the changing copiers, so you can quickly see that if someone's increasing in popularity or decreasing in popularity, and AUM is allocation under management. So this is the accumulation of all the copiers, all their kind of bank that they've put in. So it could be, for example, if there was 10 people following a trader at $200 each, therefore the assets under management is $2,000. So that's what that means. And then you start getting into kind of the juicy stuff. So how much return they've made over your time period. So in this case, in the last 12 months, so it's got to be greater than 10%. Of the last 12 months, how many of those months have been profitable? And for example, you could select high. So therefore, we've had 10 months so far. So 8 out of the 10 months need to be profitable. And it's just started to go into that search. So actually, I'm just going to go back and go into that filter, so I can just walk you through the rest of them, what options you guys have available. So I'm going to change that actually to high to see that there, and then what it actually does, it actually doesn't let you do anything else. So just go back to filter, and I'll just walk you through the rest of them. And the next one is the profitable trade. So you can actually select how many, on a trade level perspective, how many of them are actually profitable. And then we've got stuff to do around risk, a risk score. And the risk score is, again, it's the part of the eToro algorithm, and it basically assesses how much drawdown they have, and it gives it a risk score. I think the risk score at the moment goes up to 8, I believe, and I believe you can only copy people, I think, 1 to 6 from kind of memory. So we'll just leave that as 6, because I don't really want to invest someone that is got a risk score higher than 6, if I'm really honest. What their daily drawdown is, weekly drawdown. Again, you can set this to your own preferred standard. And then again, in the portfolio, you've got the allocation, so you can actually decide on whether or not how much they invest in, or they copy other traders, ETF stocks, currencies, etc., etc. And what their average position size is. I definitely do not want that clicked. So, and what the average position size is, and how active they are. So this is quite crucial. So one thing you got to bear in mind is when we start copying these traders, and there's a little function that says copy open trades, which I'll go into when we get to that screen. But what you got to realize is from, if you select the copy trades as off, which is what I'm going to do, I have to wait for them to place a new trade for me to start copying that new trade. So if they are not very active in the market, my capital, the $200 I'm investing in X person, could take a while to get fully allocated because they don't trade that actively. So that's something you've got to bear in mind if you're not going to copy open trade. So I'm just going to leave this as the default. The only thing I'm going to change is the profitable months to 80, and then what it does here, it then brings you up a very high level view, and again, you can filter all these and add columns and remove columns, all that kind of good stuff. But these are kind of the main potential things that people will want to look at, and you can sort by return. Wow. How many copies they've got, the copy has changed. It's all fairly self-explanatory. So once you look through this kind of search tool and filtering system, what you can do is you can select on on them. So if we select this guy, for example, social investor from Germany, you've got some various tabs in here. So the first tab is the feed. So similar to like a Facebook or Instagram, again, you can see and you can interact with this investor on potential news and stuff and updates that this person is doing. And one thing that would be good is if you got someone that's quite active on the platform and wants to chat to people or other traders or people that are invested in copying this individual, then that surely has got to be a good thing as well, that they're quite interactive. And again, really the performance section of the stats area shows you very pictorially in terms of how well that they've done. So you've got it in graph form over here over the last 12 months, and then you've got their full trading history. So this individual made 10% return in 2019 and is currently at 27% return year to date. So as you can see, he's doing pretty well from what it is. It's a very profitable trader there. You've then got their copiers, and my suggestion is what you really want someone that is, you know, really going from bottom left to top right and continuing growing, because again, if the herd mentality are also, you know, got the same kind of impression or feeling from this individual as you, then it's probably a good thing to have. Then when you got your risk score, again, you can see by month. Some months he was, you know, at 5. Some months he was at 6. Even I saw there. But the average risk, as you can see, is kind of 3, 4, and you've got the view of the last 7 days. Then it's got drawdown stats there in terms of, you know, potentially what the worst case scenario is based on the data we have in terms of you could be 10% down at some point. And this is the bit, in my view, that's quite key, is quite interested to see is what exactly is this person actually investing in. So you can clearly see that this person is placing the trades themselves, because only 0.08 of their portfolio is actually copying other traders. And you can see he's quite heavily in stocks, indices. He's quite diverse, but predominantly he is a stock trader. And then it gives you some commodity stocks, whatever it is that this individual has currently traded. And then this is the bit here that I think is key for the copy open trades bit that we talked about before. So this person places on average 21 trades a week, which is quite a lot, I think, in my view, especially to get those consistent returns over there over 2 years. What the average hold time is, how long they've been active for, and, you know, overall the profitable weeks is 62 weeks of all the weeks of, you know, just over 2 years, or just under 2 years rather, of how many weeks inside there that this individual's been profitable. So that's the stats section, which is probably where you spend most of your time having a look. And now you can actually drill down into the currencies, the stocks, the commodities, the people that they are copying. So again, it goes into all the details at the moment inside there. And then you've just got an overview of the of kind of the chart over time for this particular individual. And so once you've had a look at the stats and you find that, you know, I really like this guy, or it's someone to consider, what you can do is in this top corner here, you can then click add to my watch list. So this person's already on my watch list. And then, yeah, and that's pretty much it really in terms of what it is. So I've already done this kind of analysis. I spent a good 3-4 hours on this, going through a number of people. And what I've done is in my watch list section is I have noted down these individuals over here. So Jay, Patrick, Thomas, social investor, Oliver, Yuji, is that what I like to call it, and Matech. These individuals here are the ones that I narrowed down from my own personal criteria to go into. And one thing that you can see here, you can see these different stars over here, and this again you can click learn more, but this trader is an elite pro popular investor, so therefore what it's saying is they've got a huge following in terms of people that are copying this individual. And as you can see that that's just growing exponentially as time goes on. And this is the assets under management section I talked about earlier. So it's got over $5 million of other people's capital copying this individual. So again, so there's a lot of information on here. And again, I'll link in the description so you guys can check out the 5 people that I'm going to invest. So Jay is one of them. So I will be copying Jay. He's one of the most popular copied traders on the platform, and you know, his stats kind of really speak for themselves. He did a really poor 2018, but for whatever reason that is, but he's really turned things around at 52% growth and then 69% growth. You know, inside these kind of different areas over here. So what we've got here, sorry, this isn't growth, this is just the total number of percentage weeks when you add it together. So you can see he's only had one losing month, and it's so minimal that it wouldn't have a dent to all the profits that that the individual made prior to that. So you know, I'm fairly confident with this, and I'm happy to put it. It's got a good split, really. Again, a very healthy stock trader, not a currency trader, but that's fine. Again, I'm not holding down on what type of trader they are. Just because I do forex trading doesn't mean I want to invest in forex traders. I'm in this to make money, and if he does that through crypto or stocks, so be it. Does a lot of trades, so shouldn't take a long time for me to fulfill my kind of capital and start taking trades. Holds them for relatively short term as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this trader, and so what you do is once you're happy with the individual, you click on copy and then confirm the terms and conditions on there. I don't think that will happen. I don't know if that happens every time, but again, we'll find out when we do it. So this guy's had 84.29% return in the last 12 months, which is absolutely insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy $200, and I'm going to edit this, and if I go below 50% drawdown, or I lose 50% of my money, I will stop copying J. And as I said before, this, in my personal view, I would not check this, because, and the reason for that is, let's just say, for example, this is Jay's in the trade and he's already up in profit, yeah, and he's wanting to see how far he can actually take it. So if I hit copy and clicked on open trades, it will, let's just say it's Apple, for example, he's up 10% on Apple. I will buy at the current Apple price. Then let's just say price drops by 5%, so he's only up by 5%, and he decides to take profit. So J is up, and all the people following that got into the trade is up by 5%. However, for me, because I got into the trade late, effectively, I've just lost 5%. So I'd rather go into this knowing that Jay has also gone into this with just opening the trade fresh, and not, you know, adding to his position or just cutting off a trade early because it's either in loss or it's giving back some of its profits. So my advice, again, is completely up to you, is to not click copy open trades. So if we go for this now, you can see that I've started copying there. If we go to my portfolio, you can see that we've now invested $200, sorry, into this, and now my available capital drops to 800. So the next person that I'm going to copy is Oliver. And again, one of the reasons I like Oliver is because, yes, he is also an elite copier as well. He is also very risk averse. As you can see here, it's very minimal growth on here. So I feel that my capital is relatively safe with Oliver. He's currently down in November at the moment, but I'm sure he'll get time to kind of turn that around. And as you can see, he's not making huge gains, but it's consistent. So it's a bit up and down, but I'm not too fussed about that, if I'm really honest with you. Probably because he's not really showing the growth, and a lot of people on these kind of platforms are looking for like the triple-digit growth year over year, but risk is very, very low. He is a currency trader, and he does a lot of trades, a very consistent currency trader by this standpoint. So I quite like this as well. Also, I don't have any currencies in my portfolio because they're all into pretty much into stocks with Jay. So we'll go into Oliver again, take this off, edit that, drop that there to 50%, and let's copy. So he's made 3% return, which is fine. And then let's go into the next one. So the next one, again, I'm going to go into is the social investor. So that's the one I showed you in the example. He's pretty much fairly consistent. Had 2 poor months, but again, they're fairly minimal, fairly consistent across the board last year and this year. His growth is going high, not bad on the risk score. Again, he's heavily into stocks as well. He does a lot of trades a week, so it wouldn't take me a long time to fill that. So we're going to copy the social investor as well, if my computer allows me to do it. There we go. Get rid of copy open trades. Drop that to 100. And that's the third one. If we go to the watch list, the next one I'm going to copy is Yuji. Apologies if I've not pronounced that correctly. Based down in Ireland, and as you can see, he's had 1 losing month, which is October. He's already done 11% in November already, so I'm a bit hesitant because it's his highest month. Yes, his highest month so far. A bit hesitant actually going into him now in November, but as you can see, he's fairly consistent. 1 losing month, which is absolutely phenomenal. Growth is there. Again, pretty much into stocks, which most of these traders are. Doesn't do that many trades a week, so it might take a while to get that capital on there, and he holds them for a fairly long time. So I'm going to continue with this guy, get rid of copy open trades, edit, $100, perfect. Just now looking at that, we've got $200 left. As you can see, the guys are in there now. Go back to the watch list, and the last guy is Magic. And again, apologies if I've not done that correctly. And again, he's only had 1 losing month so far. Fairly consistent, growing there, which is cool. Risk score again, he's had a bit more drawdown than I'll probably like. He's very much, again, pretty much into stocks, a bit of crypto, probably some long-term positions. He doesn't take that many trades. He's in there for 2.5 months as well, so that's something you need to bear in mind. It might take a while for me to get trades from this individual, but we'll see how it goes. Add that on to 100. Start copying that. And there we have it. So our portfolio is complete with 46 cents left in there. And that's just down to the currency conversion rate when I was putting into pounds into dollars. So there you have it. So we're in. So we're into these 5 individuals here: Jay, Oliver, Social Investor, Yeji, and Maciek into this. So we are the 18th of November. I plan to probably launch this video in December sometime, so you guys can see. Click the link below so you can see my portfolio to see how it's getting on. And then probably every 2 weeks or so, I will probably do an update video to let you know how I'm doing, if there are any changes to the portfolio. Again, if you're interested in having a go at Etoro, or just watching what I'm doing, or following any of these particular individuals yourselves, again, links are inside the description. Go check that out. And I really hope you've really found this different piece of content really useful. And I shall see you guys on the next video.